All right, guys and gals, this is DJ Wolf, and the podcast, of course, is DJ Wolf Live on your channel for all to hear TV on YouTube. Uh, you know, give me a second. I'm gonna get my libation right quick. This is gonna be a short video. I'm probably gonna do a part two. Now, the question is, are the Obamas getting a divorce? That's just a question. No one knows that for certain, and no one has an answer for that for certain other than the Obamas. The Obamas are the only ones that can say yes or no on that. I can't. So for the purpose of this video, it's just a question if they are, because there's some signs. I'm not saying that for certain, and I don't wish anything bad on them at all. I really don't. Not even divorce. Now, granted, I lost a lot of respect for both of them, but it don't mean I don't wish them well, because I really do wish them well. Whether they're divorcing or not, I don't know. But I do wish him well nevertheless. Now, here's a couple of telltale signs. A week ago, right? Roughly a week ago, they had the funeral for former President Jimmy Carter, right? Now, this is a man who stood on a lot of great principles like any other president should for his country and for his people. One of them I was told or I heard he stood on was for women's rights, right? And I know he deeply loved his wife Rosalind. He loved her deep, and she loved him the same, right? This I know. They have been married some, close to some 7 decades, I think, something like that. They were married for a long time. But anyway, so um, and she was always by his side, always till she died. Now you had all of the other former presidents, surviving presidents was there: Bush, Obama, Clinton, um, of course Trump was there, and Biden, and they were all there. All right, all of the wives were with them except one, former President Barack Obama's wife, Michelle. Michelle, for the 8 years she was first lady in office with Obama, was always by his side. Obama talked about her, man. He lifted her up all the time. Now, Michelle Obama have said stuff in the past about him. One of the things she said, I actually just saw the video last night. Oh, Barack, uh, I didn't really care for Barack for the first 10 years we were in 10 years into our marriage. I'm kind of paraphrasing a little bit, but she did say that. She definitely said it. I've never known a first lady to publicly bash her presidential husband like that. She's done it, all right, and she's been very independent of a lot of the stuff that she's done. She's got books, wrote out books, did speaking engagements, speaking to her, matter of fact. And my wife was gonna go to one of them, and she charged like a mint of money behind it. My wife said, "I ain't going. I bought the book. That's good enough." Been on talk shows, comedy shows, films. Got a deal with. I think that she had heard Barack had got another book deal. I'm not sure about that one collectively, and I know they did get a Netflix deal together. I know that. So all of this stuff she was doing outside being the first lady made her famous as well. All right. Now she was a no-show at the funeral of former President Jimmy Carter, who, like I mind you again, was a big proponent of women's rights. That's a known fact, right? He was a big proponent of a lot of things, habitats for humanity and stuff like that. And Michelle was doing stuff like that at one point. Now, since she's no longer first lady, I figure, oh, that's not my job anymore. And she came up with an excuse for why she didn't show up, talking about, scheduling conflicts, and I was in Hawaii on vacation. Now, you knew President Carter had died like a week or two earlier, right? A couple weeks before that. So you could easily made rearrangements or rearrange arrangements and came on over there. But the whole thing is, it still kind of make me wonder why you were on vacation in Hawaii and you claim you had schedule conflicts, but you couldn't rearrange the conflicts. I mean, sorry, you couldn't rearrange the schedule there. It's not like you didn't got the money to do it. I know you got a staff, you know. And then now she says she's not going to the inauguration. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand her disdain for Trump. A lot of people don't like Trump. I mean, there's a couple of things I like about Trump's couple of ideas, but most of the stuff I don't like about him myself. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. But for you being a former first lady with this so-called quiet dignity, well, not quiet, but dignity and all this other stuff, and then all of a sudden you come up with statements like, well, when they go low, we go high. Well, what make you go low all of a sudden? You didn't show up at the funeral of former President Jimmy Carter with your husband, and you're not going to inauguration with your husband, you know, and you was in Hawaii on your own, and you wasn't there with him by his side. A man who helped put you on the map. You can put him on the map. She act like she's more important than he is. That's the thing that bothers me, you know. Oh, I had schedule conflicts. I am important too. You're important to him, okay? Because one thing about former President Barack Obama, he always spoke highly of Michelle. Always. She hasn't done so much for him over the years. That's a fact. She has not. She don't speak. She speak. She has on some respects, and other respects, she actually threw him right under the bus. I said I heard her do it. Yeah. So I kind of lost. I lost a lot of respect for her. Hey, good morning, Angel. Angel A. Good morning. Yeah, I'm just telling you how I feel, man. It's just I don't think it's right. But then you got other people trying to co-sign to my, oh well, she might have been, well, she might have been. No, no, not when you cancel it too, and you didn't. I mean, you had no intention of going. You had no intention of going anyway. You like, I'm done with all this. Let my husband do it. You're a first lady. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand the fact that when it comes to, and I'm speaking for African Americans, yes, I'm speaking about my as African American. I'm speaking in situations where women now they get to be so independent that they don't think enough about the fact that when you're married to your husband, there are certain things that you should do. You expect your husband to do certain things with you as a woman. You should expect your as a woman you should expect to be able to do certain things with your husband as a man and stay by his side. You know, your husband was once the most important man on the planet, and you won't even stand behind him now. All of a sudden, I ain't thinking about him. That's a clue right there. This is a man that got you fame and fortune on the back of him. You know, just by being married to him. It's ridiculous how you treated this guy, and I'm completely appalled by it. I truly am. You know, and I'm trying to say all this without cussing, which I ain't gonna cuss. It's just, oh, this infuriates me. You know, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if that had been my wife that done that, my wife for 33 years, I would have been really pissed. You know, because it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment on the legacy of Obama himself to do this. You know, as being the first former first lady that would show up for a state funeral of another former president. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm just livid about it. I really am. I mean, it's like, and that's why I question if they are getting divorced, because I thought they were closer than that. But she did say for 10 years she couldn't stand him. She actually said, "Hello, Ninja Monkey. Hey, how you doing?" I'm just, I don't get it. I don't think it's right for any woman to be married to a guy like that who was once the most important man on the planet, let alone the United States. And you just all of a sudden, oh, well, it's over with. I ain't, be bothered. I also think she's still mad because Kamala didn't win. And even the VP, Kamala Harris, was there. I wonder what people would say if she didn't show up and she's VP. Why all of a sudden it was too good for her to be there, wasn't too good for others, and she had no real legitimate reason. Scheduling conflicts. That's what multiple sources said. It was reported by her camp. I just don't get it, you know. But I'm wondering, are they headed for divorce? I'm not saying that they are, but I do question it. I do question it. You know, this is a woman who did once say she could for 10 years she could not stand Obama. She couldn't stand Barack Obama. And why would you publicly put that out there? I ain't never heard of Hillary Clinton who dealt with all that indiscretions that Bill did all them years, and some rumor stuff from George W. as well. And their wives never said nothing about that. Hillary has never spoke about Bill's aggressions, not once, and it was publicly known. So what make you so high and mighty about how you gonna talk about your husband to people? That's BS. I'm sorry, it's complete. Oh man, it's so tight I can't. No, I'm rather not. It's just ridiculous. I'm just seriously, folks. I'm very appalled by that. I really am. I'm really. I don't know. I just don't like it, folks. I just don't think it's right. I personally don't think that's right. I really don't. And I'm gonna tell you right up front. Then my old lady, I might have had a problem with. Matter of fact, I would have had a problem with. You know, I would have had a problem with. Because it's disrespectful. I mean, he made her the woman that she is today, and then all of a sudden, oh, I ain't got time to go. I got a schedule conflict. Yeah, right. Don't give me that. To me, to even say that is preposterously ridiculous, man. It is. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you right up front. So, all right, guys. Well, that's all I got right now. I'll probably be talking more about this on another podcast because this I'm very upset about it. Please rate, subscribe, comment if you can, and I'll talk more about this in another podcast. I'm out.